All right, we have talked about football, we have talked about basketball, and now it's time to talk
lacrosse.
about the other winter sport we're going to talk about.
Tennis?
The Kings. We're going to talk about hockey right now. Specifically, one defenseman for the Kings. You know, the Kings fans love this guy. On the ice, though, if you cross him, you're in big trouble. We're talking about Jack Johnson here.
And Andy Adler found out why Kings fans think he is the best.
Calder over to Johnson. He's gone.
Sometimes things aren't exactly what they appear to be.
Hey guys.
And sometimes what you see is exactly what you get. Meet Jack Johnson. You seem very mild-mannered. You really do. You seem a little shy, a little mild-mannered. On the ice, that is not the case. How do you sort of turn it on and off? You see that a lot in sports.
Right. I think you just kind of learn to do it at a young age. That's kind of the way hockey's supposed to be played. I think that's the case for a lot of hockey players. We try to be the nice guy off the ice, polite and everything, but you're not going to survive that way on the ice.
At the age of 24, Jack Johnson isn't just surviving on the ice, he's a king. But he wasn't the heir to any throne. This man earned it.
I grew up in Michigan, actually a city called Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Started playing hockey. My dad played hockey at the University of Wisconsin, and he got me into it. Played my first hockey game on my 5th birthday.
19 years later, and don't even try to put this Jack in a box. You obviously look pretty tough on the ice. What scares you?
Failure, to be honest with you. Not meeting your own expectations, saying to yourself that you didn't do everything you could. I think that's your biggest fear.
You know, you have accomplished so much. You're 24 years old. A lot of 24-year-olds are still trying to find themselves. Here you are, having played for the Olympics, having represented America, and having been a king for 5 years. Have you met your expectations?
Not yet. I think once you meet, set a goal and you meet it, you set new ones all the time.
What's next for you? You've accomplished a lot. We've established that. What's next?
What's next for me? I mean, I'd like to win a Stanley Cup here. I'd like to win a gold medal in a World Championships. I'd like to win a gold medal in an Olympics. It seems like you're always setting a never-ending list.
And that list includes going back to school and getting his degree.
I'd like to play hopefully till I'm 40, or as long as my body will let me, and got the second half of my life to live after that. So I need a college degree, and I'm just trying to graduate before my 13-year-old brother does.
And many of Jack's fans are as young as his little brother, so we thought we'd give them a chance to ask the questions. So if you could ask Jack Johnson any question, what would it be?
How does it feel like, just like knowing that he's a Kings player and like just being with the Kings?
I never thought as a little kid that I'd be here today, but it's turned out to be a dream come true, and I enjoy every day I get to come to the rink with my friends and play a game that I love.
How many times he practices his shots?
How many times he practices his shots?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask him that.
Oh, countless hours. I remember my dad, I wouldn't be here without both my mom and dad, but my dad was kind of the mastermind behind it. My mom was the one that had to do all the driving.
And speaking of driving, check out Jack's passion outside the rink. You could ask Jack Johnson any question. What question would that be?
Can I have your car?
You're pretty smart, aren't you?
Yeah.
I drive a red Ferrari, and hopefully can have a garage with about 10 of them someday. That's my ideal situation.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I just want
10 Ferraris.
10 red Ferraris.
You know, there's a kid we spoke with, a mini king who we spoke with, who asked me if he could have your car. Is that something you'd like to do right now? It'd be so generous. It's such a great opportunity to be so generous right now.
Yeah, well, if he's got another one, I'll trade him.
No trades, at least not for now, because the Kings seem to know we've got a good thing.
Mom never got to take him to practice in a red Ferrari.
No, she didn't, but that's because Ferraris don't necessarily come with snow tires.
No, but what he said about
around.
Practicing is true. As a hockey mom, you
get
spend
ice
hours
time.
in the car.
You get ice time very, very early in the morning. Dad drives too, but more often than not, it's a family sport. But what's great about Jack Johnson, I'm going to give you a little bit of hockey lesson here. He's a defenseman. There are 2 defensemen in front of the goal here, but he's often considered like the 4th forward because he plays up so much, and that's why he has so many points in terms of goals and assists.
You'd never guess that she had a son or a husband that plays hockey, right? You'd never guess that. Do you skate?
Yes, I do.
Boy, that's one thing I can't do. I've tried.
Not on hockey skates, figure skates.
Oh, the figure skate.